Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. It is episode 144 today. Dylan, where are you in the world now?
We're in Amsterdam now.
Amsterdam, that's beautiful. Have you indulged in the finer things there yet?
We have a little bit, yeah. Well, it is a very loose place, I guess, in general. Mm-hmm. One thing about it, actually, I noticed straight away, quite dirty here.
Okay. I thought it would be a cleaner place.
Haven't heard that about it. Obviously, heard a lot that France was dirty, Paris in particular, but I would say quite clean overall. Even around the touristy spots, pretty good. But
you know what's funny about that? I had actually a really terrifying nightmare last night, and it was based in Amsterdam.
Really? What the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't even know you were in Amsterdam, but I don't know what happened. I was just in this dream, and then I just got transported into Amsterdam, and I hopped off this train, and there was all these demons and shit attacking me. It was pretty full on, but Amsterdam seemed cool.
It is cool. It's quite affordable. Food prices are good. Drink prices are good.
Hotel, same thing.
Hotels are expensive here because we're in peak travel season. So, but I guess, that's just something. We kind of expected it. You just got to put up with it. Other places are cheaper. Just like Italy.
What are the people like over there?
Good. They're actually nice. Very tall. I think Dutch people, I read a thing tallest in the world.
Average size, 6'1" or something. For men.
Women. Yeah, bro. They are tall people. But yeah, it's a cool place. Obviously, weed's legal here, and they have magic truffles. So everyone's pretty fucked up.
And what's the go with magic truffles? Is that like mushrooms?
Yeah, it's literally a magic mushroom, but they used to have magic mushrooms. They got banned, so now they make magic truffles. I think it's same chemical makeup, similar thing.
Right.
And then, we went to walk through the red light district last night. Pretty wild place.
Okay. So how the district, how large is that? Is it a suburb? Is it a couple of streets?
It's just 2 streets and then the canal's in the middle. So you walk up and down. It's just like a long block in a way.
Right. And is this based around prostitution?
Yeah, pretty much. So there's obviously red windows with the prostitutes in there. They're all hot, bro. They're like 10s, bro. It's pretty insane to be honest.
Okay, and are these windows lit up with red lights?
Yeah,
lit
with red light.
Windows?
Red. And then so obviously if you want to go in, you just walk through the red door, the red window, and so people walk in. They have lots of bars. We went to a theater. It's called the Casa Rosso Theater. Basically, it's and the line was huge, bro, but we thought, okay, and it's basically an hour, 10-minute, I guess it's a live sex show in a way with 8 acts.
Wow.
And bro, this was so, a couple of acts pretty good, some of them not so good,
what were the bad ones?
So as we walk in, first act, it's this big black dude, bro, just pile driving this chick, right?
Oh.
On a rotating circular bed.
Okay. So everyone gets good angle.
You get good angles, bruv. Yeah. And then number 2 was a girl came out on stage and was just kind of doing a dance, and she she walked into the crowd and had a bit of fun, just shaking some things. Act 2 again, another sex thing. They weren't that good. The passion wasn't there. They would. Yeah. And then the same girl came out, right? And she was had Hawaiian Island, so she was dancing, and it was nice.
Okay, coconuts and that.
And then she got 3 people to come up on stage, right?
Oh, you or no?
Nah, I'm not volunteering for that, bro. 3 people.
So it was volunteers, right?
Volunteers. 3 people went up, and so they're dancing, blah blah blah. Then she gets a banana out, right? So then she lays on her back, bro, legs open, peels the banana. Half of it, so half banana out, half skin still on. Puts the skin bit, where.
Yeah.
And each person has a bite of the banana, bro.
Yeah. Okay, it's getting people involved. It's like a Japanese game show.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. Then another couple who were good. They had good chemistry.
Passionate.
Yeah. And then ended with, I guess, a stripper. She was quite talented.
Okay.
Yeah,
So all
so-
in all, what would you rate that experience out of 10?
I'll go 8 because it was interesting,
Okay.
something you don't see,
Alright.
and
Yeah.
most of the acts were pretty good. A couple of them
There was
lacking.
no Brazilian self-fellatio.
No, see, that would have made it a 10, bro. That would have made it a 10.
Oh,
But
well,
yeah,
so you're having fun over
interesting.
there. And that's good.
Yeah, it is a fun time. It's a crazy place. People are very, I guess they're just relaxed, bro. Like, there's even this really big park, like the main one in Amsterdam we walked through the other night, and it's like 9:30. Park's full. People playing like badminton and shit, like just groups.
Right.
Yeah, so like they go to the park and play badminton and have prees. Interesting.
That'd be cool. I'd actually like to do that, to be honest.
I've noticed, bro. They're very active here at the beach. You know, they're playing volleyball. They're doing lots of in the park. They're pretty active. Yeah,
I've never
they
seen
utilise
an
the
unfit
outdoors.
Dutch.
No,
I've never
bro.
seen an unfit
Bro,
Dutch.
they're all like fucking riding bikes everywhere. Like,
I see Virgil van Dijk, fit.
Exactly,
I see
bro.
Max Verstappen, elite athlete.
bro, they're doing something over here, and they're tall too. You know, they're big athletes. It's crazy.
It's the genes, man.
It's the genes, bro. They have good genes over here. Even the women are like quite tall, and most like, you know, a lot of people working out, running, riding bikes. Rollerblading's popular here too.
Okay, cool.
On the old rollerblades.
And have you seen many fellow Aussies over there? Bumped into some?
Oh, you hear like a few accents. There's a lot of people. You do hear the accent a little bit. We've met a couple, not here, in other places, but not that many. Not that many.
Yeah. There's a few people that I met in Sydney. Remember when I went on a night out in
yeah,
Sydney?
yeah.
They're at the festival that you're going to,
Oh, are they?
and they're doing all 6 days.
That's a big effort, bro.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, some people live on, live kind of in the festival. Like it's on an island, I think. in the
Yeah,
middle, and so
okay.
they camp there and stuff.
So next podcast we'll have a festival recap.
Yeah, so we'll
believe.
see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a good.
And you're just going on the Calvin Harris night?
yeah, just a Saturday, just a one day.
Yeah, that'll be good
But
though.
one thing, bro. So many Americans, and they're such loud people. They don't have an inside voice, bro.
Also, there's a festival. Did you see the festival that's coming to Perth on the 30th of December?
Oh, with H and stuff.
yeah, that'll be
Overtaking
alright.
Origin, bro.
It's very similar to the Listen Out lineup from last year and the year before.
I
All
mean,
the same
something to
DJs
do. It
and
looks
stuff.
alright.
It'll be good though. It's weird that it's
Is
on the
there a-
30th though.
Is there a location?
Yes, next to Optus Stadium, Burswood Park.
Oh, okay, that's a decent
Yeah.
spot actually.
Yeah, no, it is good. But yeah, I would have liked that on New Year's Eve because New Year's Eve in Perth is always hard to find something like
Yeah,
reliable.
New Year's Eve's difficult. It can be real hit or miss in Perth. Real hit or miss.
Definitely, 100%. Dylan, now I've been playing PlayStation a bit recently.
Yep, been getting into
And
it.
yeah, obviously FIFA's dying out, and I needed a new game.
Yeah.
So the boys that I play pro clubs with, we all bought the F1 game.
Okay. What, the
And
new,
when
like
you-
2023 or some shit? 2022?
F1 22, yeah, F1 22. And
Good?
genuinely, if you play with mates, really good.
Okay.
Really
so
fun.
what, you all hop in the same race and race?
Yeah, so you can choose from your own character to the real drivers, whatever cars you want, any track. Like, it's really in depth. And then you can also select. So let's say there's 6 people in the race.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, okay, I want 10 AI cars in there. You can set the difficulty
What
to
do
how
yous
good
do?
they are.
Full race or just 6 or?
I haven't played with all the boys yet.
Yeah.
But I played with a couple of them this morning. We just had us 3 on. There was 3 of us, and then we just had 3 or 4 AI drivers. So just
Okay.
like 6 or 7 in the race. But no, it's pretty fun.
So you
because you can
race
be
them
in-
properly or you crashing each other out?
Racing properly, but there will be times where
There's an
someone gets
opportunity,
overtaken,
yeah.
and then then some people, I won't name names,
Brandon.
get too aggressive. Yep, get too aggressive and start taking people out because
Yeah.
they're not that good.
Yeah.
For any people out there that like racing games and like playing with your mates, this isn't a sponsored gig either. This is genuinely just
We wish,
some
bro.
advice.
Imagine an
Yeah.
F1 sponsor. Fucking hell.
Oh, I'd love to go to the Monaco Grand Prix with you.
Bro, it'd be amazing. It would. That's
Boats.
like glamour, bro.
Oh,
yeah,
That
that's
is
the
glamour.
dream, bro.
We'd have our best button-ups
I remember
on, our
Ricky
sunnies.
Ponting used to do an advert in the Monaco, like the
Oh,
casino. Yeah, bro, looks good.
Punter.
Looks good, bro.
Ricky Ponting.
Ricky Ponting, what a legend.
Indeed. Now, there's this bloke who listens to the show, and he was listening to some of the voice messages in the last few weeks, and he was thinking he's got this special skill. Now, we know Hamish and Andy.
Yes, I had this written down as well. This is beautiful.
So this guy, he had a name for the app that we wanted, firstly, and it was called Love-Hate Relationship. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
We've got another one coming later in the show, another name for the app as well, potentially.
Okay, that'll be good. Then this guy goes, flick me through that chick's Insta. She sounds hot, right?
Okay.
We didn't do that. Then he goes, if I sent in my talent to Hamish and Andy, it would be that I can hear if a chick is hot purely through voice.
Okay.
4 out of 5 he can get, he reckons.
That's okay. So he's rating himself.
I test this with him. He is, but then his scale of hot chick to non-hot chick, or the attractiveness scale,
it's difficult.
Very different
I guess
for each person.
But it is, I would say, it's true. Like, girls that you're attracted to, usually their voice you're attracted to as well.
Indeed. However, I reckon that this guy would fail.
Do you reckon he fails miserably?
I reckon he fails, yeah, because there was one particular voice message I'll show you later. We can't have it on the podcast, but it was weeks and weeks ago, and basically, he said that this girl is good, and she's a great person, but I don't find her very attractive.
Yeah, she hasn't got it all, but she's got
yes,
she's got a lot, and then you can't have it all.
Some people would find her very attractive.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Some people would love her, but different bread for my toast.
There's someone for everyone.
Different butter on my toast. I was trying to make my own
bread for the toast, bro.
Oh, we've had a lot of toast stuff lately.
I've got this one sent in by Daniel, right?
Okay.
Fits in. I guess he must have heard the incest last week and thought, I've got my own little... And I like him. This is a detailed one. He's even done the conversion from pounds to Australian for us. I respect it.
Good.
Listen to this. So if you had to have sex with a distant relative, how distant would it be and how much money would it take? Some of my mates said they would go for a 5th/6th cousin for £10 million, 17.3 million Australian. But I think it would need to be way more distant, and I'd want £25 million, 43 million Australian. What are your thoughts? Daniel.
Oh, he's done the conversion. And wait, how distant can you go with it being in the same age demographic?
Is 6th cousin... Like, what even is a 6th cousin, bro?
No. So listen to this, right? I have a cousin who's older than me, right?
Yeah.
Let's say he's 50.
Yeah.
He has a daughter or a boy, right? Who is 20, right?
Yeah.
That person is my second cousin. 6th cousin would be a baby. Like, I'm trying to think. How far away?
I think he would do a 5th cousin for £10 million, bro. Come on.
Because I bet you he doesn't know his 5th cousin as well.
How distant? Yeah, I'm not first and second are off.
Distant. Yeah, you're zoning in on a third,
bro. A third for 43 million Australian. That's a lot of money,
and you can
bro.
like it can be a business thing. It can be strictly business.
But
you can propose the question.
It would obviously want to be one that you don't like. You've never met. A 4th cousin you never met.
Yeah, not one that's at the Christmas every year.
Because then that's what adds the relationship, isn't it? That's the killer.
Yes, exactly.
That's the killer, bro.
Whereas, like,
I think
I've
most
heard
people are
stories
doing
of
a
people,
4th, accidentally getting with people, their cousins.
Yeah.
they
Like they will end
don't
up
know.
getting married to them, and then
like
they
a
find
third,
out
fourth
10 years
cousin.
into the marriage.
Yeah,
They'll be
but
like, "Oh my god,
see, what do you do at that point? You've already
your
broken.
dad's my dad."
You've already broken the moral code, you know.
Oh, the moral compass is backwards.
Do you just keep with it? Well, the guy in The Wolf of Wall Street, Donnie, married his cousin. That's true,
Yes,
real life.
he did.
He did well for
That was
himself.
funny as well, that
Yeah.
movie. Great
there you
character
go.
too. One of the most underrated characters in
He
film.
was, bro. That was a great character. That was.
This was sent in from a girl called Jazz. And I can say that because there's a lot that
There's
listen
lots
to the
of
show.
Jasmines and Jazzes.
Indeed. Now, she goes, "Hey lads, got a question for the Poddy. What are your thoughts on having a crush on a roommate?"
Okay.
Right? So basically, this bloke doesn't know many people. I've introduced him to all my mates and we get along really well. Over the past few months, I've started to gain some feelings for him. I'm scared if I tell him, it'll make things awkward because we live together. Basically, she wants to know what to do.
It sounds
I
like
reckon you should pursue it.
I feel like a crush on a roommate is bound to happen sooner or later, isn't it?
Think of it though, a crush on a roommate, and then you become boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you're living together. How easy.
Yeah, bro. The transition. You don't even have to worry about who's moving where.
Smooth. And you've already lived with each other for that long.
Yep. It's a smooth transition, bro.
Yeah, and if she feels...
If anything,
the
it's
problem is-
perfect.
I know, but she doesn't know if he likes her in that
I
way.
know.
But I'm sure there'd be a part of him inside.
Who's thought about it?
Yeah, the little
He's
boy
thought of-
inside him
yeah.
always thought that he would bang a roommate.
The girl next door, bro. The roommate, even
Indeed.
better. Living right there.
I also put a story out in the week asking people what type of topics they want to see, what
Yep.
segments.
Yep.
And one that came in a lot was prank calls, right? And
Interesting.
I know a couple of our mates, Misfit Minds, who are up in the Gold Coast at the moment,
Yeah, bro.
they
Legends.
excel. They've done these in person when we were with them,
Yeah.
and they were really
Bro,
good at
they
them.
love
I
it.
wanna
They
try
fucking love it.
But they would just do it like, not for a video, just whenever.
Yeah, like what to their... They tried to call their old boss...
Yeah, it was their
Seb's
old boss.
as well.
Yeah. Oh, they were good ones. The prank calls on the YouTube.
That was
But
a
yeah, I
good
reckon
story.
we should try, and what we might do, we can even maybe do a video on it.
We can hook it
we
up
can
with
contact-
the Roadcaster as well, pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely. But I was
High
just thinking
quality.
we could contact, for example, Misfit Minds, and then get their tips, and then we can have a crack at it. Or they can
Mastering,
give
bro.
us, contacts from their phone that we can contact, and they can sort of instruct us on what to do.
Yeah.
And it can either be on the podcast or it can be a YouTube video, because we do want to start getting into those, as I say quite often.
For sure, bro.
I also had
Expanding.
this idea, shoot it down if it's shit, but remember back in the day we did like a Jamo and Dylan talent show on Instagram. We weren't very big at the time, and people would send in
I
their
slightly
talents.
remember
and,
that, yeah.
Yeah, and we gave away a signed ball sack.
Oh, now I remember. Who won?
It was a kid called Joel Diver.
What did
He
he
had
do?
red hair, and he was playing guitar behind his back.
That is impressive, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking, I saw this thing in the UK. They do a lot of like rappers will react to like up and coming rappers, and whoever wins gets to go on tour with them and open for them.
Yeah.
And what I was thinking was like, imagine you and I as judges, and we just get random people from around Perth into like a studio, not to where we do the show, but more so like, remember where we filmed for merch one night? If we hired it out for a couple of hours.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a good spot.
With the white background, get a few like videographers in, and then film us. And we can be as harsh as we want. Like if we have a kid who comes in and sings and they're rubbish, we'll tell them.
Perth's
We
got
can
talent.
be like Perth's Got Talent, Simon Cowell. I think that would do well as like a YouTube
Yeah, I like
series.
that. We do like
So-
hosting our own shows, don't we?
And that's something that I think we should do more of, especially when you get back. We'll crack
Yeah,
into
for
it.
sure, bro.
Also thinking of towards, because you know how Grace and I were thinking of Bali.
Yeah.
Maybe I think we're looking at like late October, going for a few weeks just to
Yeah.
like not live over there, but get the feeling of what
See
it's
what it's
like
like,
to live
bro.
over there. Yeah. And we'll just do the show the same as this.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
you can
easy
pop
done,
over for
bro.
a few days and we can have a big
Bro,
weekend or something.
Living in
See?
Bali, bro. They even have the visa for the digital nomads, 5-year visa for people
Oh,
who
really?
like have work online. Yeah, bro. You can just live
That's
there
good.
tax free on money made outside of Indonesia. It's
Okay.
not bad.
Maybe we should look into that. And
Yeah, bro. You can live
because
like a
I
king
reckon
over
you
there.
and I could live over there for a
Well,
bit.
bro, to be
do the
honest,
show.
I mean, you live over there. You're living in a wonderful place, and if you get homesick, a 3-hour flight, come home for the weekend. You know, you're not far from home at all.
How much are you missing Mum's home cooked meals?
Yeah, I am. In other places,
That's
like
the right answer.
in France, even in Italy a bit, I still was missing the cooking, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
is
it's
Amsterdam more of like a
Well, because
lots of different?
there's a lot of variety here, so it's nice. You know, you don't feel trapped in a way. In other places, like it's hard to find a variety of food. That's one thing I miss about Perth. We just have everything. Like you can get whatever you want, and it is nice. But you're obviously missing a home cooked meal. It'll be very, very satisfying to have one when I get home.
What would your first preference be? You'd say, Mum, can you please make me this when I come back?
I like when she makes. I like her curries.
Mm-hmm.
I like her spaghetti bolognese.
Mm-hmm.
She even makes a good meat pie as well, actually.
Oh, really?
Bro, it's elite. It's elite.
What does she put in it?
She's beef, but it's like chunky. It's perfect. She bakes it well.
This is a message to Desley. We both love you very much, and I'd love a meat pie.
She likes it because she makes a real big one, and then it's good, bro.
Tuck in with a spoon and shit.
Yeah, bro. Watching some TV. Fucking good, bro. Damn, elite.
All right, let's get into some voice messages, and then we'll take a little break before we get into the confessions.
We hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the Poddy, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
How was John sounding today, Dill?
Mate, crisp.
Crisp.
And Amsterdam's good. We've got the good internet connection this week. Thank God, bro.
Yeah, last week we stopped like 8 times. It was terrible.
This
but
is
today we haven't had any
much
issues.
cleaner so far, touch wood.
For sure.
G'day, lads. This is a follow-up message from someone that called in last week about how there should be a dating app for people with their hates, and I reckon I found a name for it. So the app needs to be called Hate Date. So Hate Date will be a list of all the things that you hate, and hopefully there's like similarities. Like there's a few like main topics, and you pick the main topics, and then they match with someone's that you're trying to match with, whether it be the opposite gender or the same. So yeah, that's just my idea. Cheers, lads. And yeah, so I'm thinking we can divvy it up. The girl can have a stake in it, Jamo Dyl can have a stake in it, and obviously I'll have a small percentage, and yeah, we can kick it off. Let's make Hate Date.
Hate Date.
Hate Date would be sick. Now, I was doing some research, Dylan, on how much apps cost to make, and my God, it's a lot of money. We didn't realise.
I wonder
where
the cost comes from. That's what I'm very interested in.
Yeah, because making and like customizing
Don't you just open up like
FIFA.
software engineer and do some code and it pops up on the screen? That's what I thought it was all about.
Oh,
we'll pay you after when the thing takes off.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But I really like that name.
Hate Date.
Hate Date.
We'll take Tinder over, bro.
Hate Date. That's beautiful. And people will be like, oh, it's just a gimmick app. But no, once you're on it, you'll be hooked.
You'll never get off it. It'll be better than TikTok.
Still a work in progress. We didn't find out much. There was a girl who recommended her boyfriend as a software developer.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. But yeah, we haven't really delved much deeper into it.
We just don't have the intelligent audience for it, do we?
No, we don't.
Unfortunately.
Which sucks. There actually was a guy who gave us some information. He said he's like some medical scientist.
Okay.
So he understands a lot of
Yeah.
these questions. And he says if you have any, feel free to ask. But he listens to the show. So it's often like these smart people who use their brain all day just need that hour listening to us to
relief,
just unwind and just kick back and be laid back.
Exactly. That's what we offer.
Definitely.
That's what we bring to the table.
I don't want to give, we haven't shouted out bed listeners for a long time, but if anyone's in their bed right now listening, going to sleep, having a nap, just relaxing,
that's what we want.
we appreciate you. Indeed. So that's cool. Hate Date, we like that. And if anyone wants to invest, hit us up because we need the money.
Investment. That's what we need
to get this going. We also, if anyone knows a influencer or social media tax accountant in Perth, based in WA, please let us know because we got to get onto that and figure out how to do it.
Yeah, like what are taxes, bruv? You know what I mean?
Boys, I want
got a weird one for you. Or maybe it's weird. I'm just driving down a busy road with about 7 petrol stations on it, and I've just realised that one of them is changing the price of the petrol as I'm looking at it, just flicking through the numbers and changing the price. I've never seen that before. I don't think I have ever seen a petrol station change price of a petrol as I'm looking at it. I've always just looked at it and then realised that it's up or down or whatever. I was just wondering, have you guys ever seen that before? That's changed as you're looking at it? I'm just wondering, curious if anyone else has seen it, or if I'm just that one guy that just hasn't yet. Cheers, boys. Appreciate your time.
I don't know if I have.
I've never seen it change. Not live.
I actually have a friend that works at a petrol station, and I should ask him when it gets changed.
Yeah. And do they just
it would be
does
midnight,
each
would it
petrol
not?
station pick their price?
Yeah.
Like
There'd
you
be
just
like
get-
a
Does the boss just go,
formula or a
fuck it, let's
system.
make it cheaper today, let's make it...
I think there have been some franchises that have done that in the past. For example, there's one near Grace's house that is like cheapest in Perth every day at the moment because it's new. It's like a new brand. It's called like business. It's called Atlas.
Atlas.
It's a green petrol station, and like petrol everywhere else is $1.70, and they'll be at like $1.45.
That's good.
Yeah, but it'll only last for the first month or two, I reckon.
Yeah, then they'll pop it up.
Yeah, but no, I think it happens at midnight, but it's not often you're at the petrol station at midnight on the dot.
Yeah, that's true. You're never there.
But then this guy, it seemed like daytime when he sent the
And they're
message.
just changing it right there. Imagine you're in line, you see it go up. You're thinking, what?
Yeah,
the fuck?
you're there. You're strapped in for 172, and then it's 178 by the time you pump it.
No, that's not
Wouldn't be
okay.
happy.
That's not okay.
It's not. So yeah, a bit of news about petrol stations would be good because we're not very educated in that world.
Let us in on the secrets.
Let us in, indeed.
Just finished rewatching this week's episode of the Poddy. You guys are talking about fucking hyphenated names and all that jazz. My dad's name is Okar Waro Barasa Kinderos. He's got 4 names to his name. Yeah. What do you think about that? My name is just like 3 because I don't have a middle name. But yeah, how's that? Okar Waro Barasa Kinderos.
That was really low volume.
I'm not sure what he
That
was
was
saying.
So basically,
Oka, what? His dad has
so his
4
dad,
like really long.
I didn't hear it, but it was like
names.
Oscar Barragazabregazueros.
Okay.
4 names and sounded Spanish or something
Yep.
along those lines.
Sounded very fast.
Sounds like
one
he could have
word.
been a hitman in
Yes.
Escobar series.
In
Narcos.
a Sicario, bruv.
Yeah, he is a Sicario.
Crazy.
But I don't know. That's awesome. That name.
Rolls off the
and
tongue
then this guy
nicely.
said he's got 3 names. Okay, he is Australian Chilean from what I've just seen there.
Yeah.
Sorry, the camera just cut. But yeah, he is Australian Chilean. So
There you go.
very interesting. Thanks, Isaac, for sending that in. Basically, he said he doesn't mind. He's got 3 names, but it rolls off the tongue because it's a bit Spanish. All right. Another voice message here. Let's go.
Good evening, fellas. Love the potty more than you know. This might be a bit of a stupid one, but today on one of my lectures, one of the students said to the lecturer, "Do you mind turning the AC up?" And the lecturer made it go colder. And then the student was like, "Oh, I actually meant it's fucking freezing in here. Like, can you make it go warmer? Like, turn it up in temperature?" And I was just thinking, if you want the AC to go colder, do you say, "Can you turn it up," or can you turn it down? Because it's really been fucking with me all day, and I don't know what the right one is. Hoping you guys can clear it up. Cheers. Stay safe.
I don't know if I can clear it up,
Turn the AC up. Because I can see both points.
I can too. But surely you would understand if it's already cold
Yeah, how do you not feel
and
the
someone
temperature?
says, "Oh," because a lot of people think that air conditioning just means cold,
Mm-hmm.
but air conditioning is conditioning the air to be hot or cold,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I hate it when people say, "Oh, can you put?" No, I don't actually. No, I don't mind it because I'd be lying if I didn't do the same thing. But if I ask someone, "Oh, can you please put the air conditioning on?" That would normally mean cold,
Yeah.
right? Or you'd say, "Oh, can you please put the heater on or the heat on?" Right? But when someone says, "Can you turn the AC up?"
You can turn the AC up.
I would personally think up as in the number, the degrees.
Yeah, put it up.
Put it up. But if you said, "Can you please crank the AC?" I would think cold.
Yeah, it's too hot. You want it colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. It's terminology. It's understanding.
It's understanding
It's
the
maths,
situation, who
science.
they are. It's up here.
Exactly. The type of people they are, the lot.
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
All right. First confession of the week. I have a confession to make to you boys. Sometimes when I'm listening to you guys in the shower, I don't bother turning you off and let your voices overlap the hub.
Wow. Soothing,
So he's
bro.
listening to us
and beating
while
the meat.
touching himself.
Damn.
It's quite the image. It's quite the image. I'm
We're
thinking
there,
about
bro.
it.
We're there.
And we're there. We're present. We're sitting in the corner of the
We're
room.
helping.
Like cucks.
Mm-hmm.
We are.
Just viewing,
And he
bro.
seems to enjoy it. He likes the male voice as he strokes himself.
What you
So
like, bro, is what you like, you know?
That's it, man. That's it. He's probably, I reckon it's accidentally happened to him. So, like, he was like, "Oh, no, like, I've
Yeah.
got the
But
urge."
and then
Probably
he doesn't
heard
want
us
to get out of the
talking
shower, you know?
Mhm.
He's just thinking, fuck it.
Exactly. And he likes it.
Yep.
And this is what I love to hear. Hi, guys. Long-time listener from England. Love
Okay.
the potty. Keeps me sane on my commute to work. I love the people that listen on the way to work.
Yeah, we're
It's
getting
like
them there and
a
we're
bit
getting them
of-
home.
Exactly. Safely, too.
Yeah.
Was listening to this week's episode and had to message in when I heard about the incest story. All right. So my mate's parents divorced and his mum met a new man.
Mm-hmm.
The man had 2 daughters and they all moved in together. After about 6 months, my mate started banging his own stepsister.
Okay.
Obviously, they are not blood related, but come on, there's plenty of people out there to shag that don't live under the same roof as you. Anyway, their parents found out and were cool about it. They then went on to have a baby together.
Wow.
Is it just me, or is banging your stepsister a bit strange? We still talk, but to this day, whenever I see him, I think it's not normal. P.S. They're not together anymore, but the parents still are.
Interesting. So they had a little fling.
It's interesting that the parents went, "Yeah, that's
Their parents
that's
were, yeah,
cool.
who
Like,
cares?
yeah, I'll give you the A-OK."
Couldn't resist, bro. It's like a little porn movie. Some Lana Rhodes
Very,
stuff. He could not
very
resist.
odd.
Could not resist the
And
temptation.
then they had a kid.
Yeah,
They
they had
had
a
a
kid.
Jesus. All right, hey boys, just wanting to grab your thoughts on pregnant women going out in the clubs. It happens quite often where I'm from. You'll often see what looks to be an 8-month pregnant woman on the dance
Damn.
floor having the time of her life. 99% of the time they aren't drinking, but yeah, just wanting to know what your thoughts are on this.
1% of the time they have a drink,
That
bro.
1% are getting smashed.
They are, bro. They don't give a fuck.
I once heard a story about someone that I knew quite well,
Mhm.
right? And I didn't know them very well through their pregnancy, but I
Mhm.
heard that they were smoking and drinking
Wow.
heavily throughout.
Heavily, bro.
Heavily.
There you
Indeed.
go. How'd the kid turn out?
Which
do
is
you
obviously
know?
not good. Looks a bit funny,
Yeah.
but I don't know, not old enough yet to
See the effects.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
of the
don't
drink.
have the lingo and the speech yet.
Yeah.
Basically, this girl said it was a bit of a laugh when I saw it. Keep up the potty, boys. Wish there was a new ep every day. Now, that would be
that's
hard
beautiful.
work.
That would be hard work.
That'd be a lot of hard work. But yeah, the pregnant women, they're getting out
They're getting on
there,
it, bro. They're
having
getting
a
amongst
drink.
it, having a dance.
Oh,
Who
what
else?
are our thoughts on it? That's what she wanted to know.
Oh, if you're not
Um,
drinking and it's, I guess you have your fun, you know?
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the worst to go out there, but you do need to be careful because
Yes.
you do have life
And
inside
you're around
of
drunk
you.
people, but
Yeah.
maybe don't have a
Like,
drink or a smoke.
Imagine if if your belly is protruding, if you're really big and you
It's on the
accidentally
dance
bump
floor,
someone
bro.
in the back. Imagine if you bump someone in the back, they turn around and kick
Bang.
you. Not good. right? Because people can lash out when they're drunk.
Yes, they can, bro. They just see red.
So I personally would say just wait a couple of months because if you're that pregnant, right, you're going to be back on it soon.
Back on the horse, bro.
Or maybe it's their last hurrah.
Yeah, it could be.
Right, before they enter
Because I guess
adulthood.
after that, they have to take care. They're not getting much time, are they?
Exactly.
You know, kids keeping them up at night, bro. Fuck.
Some would see it as irresponsible and some would see it as fun.
Yeah.
And that's with most things, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, boys, love the potty. Gets me through work every week. Just wanted to get your
Perfect.
thoughts on this. I matched with a girl on the Hinge dating app and have moved from talking on to texting.
Okay.
Wait, sorry.
Talking
Moved
on the
from
app
talking
to
on that
texting.
to texting.
Yeah,
Right.
the first step.
They've arranged a date for the next coming days. So also this is girl and girl.
Yeah.
I was going to ask her about something she previously mentioned on the dating app, but while scrolling, I accidentally heart reacted to a message from the weeks previous.
Game over.
Obviously worried now I've fumbled it because I've given off creepy vibes, but do you think it's best to just leave it in those situations or better off trying to explain myself? Any input would be helpful.
I think I would
trying to
leave
put-
it.
I've probably
just
done
take
that in
the
the
L.
past, and I'm trying to think what I would have done or
I
what I
don't think
did.
I would bring it up. I don't think I would. I think I'd just leave it.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up. Maybe no, I feel as though I would have left it. I've
Yeah.
done it and I've gone, whoops. I hope they don't bring it up.
Yeah, if they bring it up, you just say, yeah, look, I was scrolling through. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's okay because she said that she liked the message, right?
Yeah.
She didn't like a photo from
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, she's not stalking the gram.
Nah, so it should be okay.
I think it's okay.
Right, I'm going to clear that and I'm going to say you can just keep rolling on.
Yeah, just see
If
what
you want to
happens.
explain yourself, good luck because I don't know how you're going to get away with that.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, boys, love the potty. Would love to keep me anonymous. All right, no worries. I'm currently in a sticky situation. I was working the other day and this really good-looking boy was also working outside my work doing a fundraiser.
There you go.
My friend hyped me up enough to give him my phone number. Later that night, he asked me if I wanted to go out the next night. I never knew of his age at the time because we just assumed that we were close in age.
Okay.
We continued to go out. Shortly into the night, he asked me how old I was. I'm 17.
Wow.
He looked very stunned, so I asked him how old he was. He's 23.
Okay.
He wasn't too sure in the age gap at all, and I could tell, but we continued to have a good night. Later on, we were going our separate ways when we made out. It was amazing.
The lust,
The next
bro.
day, it's because he's had all these years of experience and it's probably her first time. The next day we decided to go out again, had another great day. I then brought up the age gap again when we were saying goodbye and he was a bit distressed about it, but he leant in for another kiss. But
He
not
can't
just
re-
any
he can't
kiss,
fucking
a
resist.
full making
Yeah.
out to the extreme, hands going on each other everywhere. This is where you guys come in. What do you think about my situation? I really, really like him so far, and he's the dream boy that I've been searching for.
Wow. Well,
I think
I'm
when you're
23
17
and I would be out.
Yeah.
I would be out of there, bro.
Yes, so would I, because that is
17, bro. I see
too
7.
far.
I see 17 as 10 in my it's bro. I'm serious. Like, you know what I mean? How young?
It's
like,
because you
they
look at
now?
yourself. Like I look back at me when I was 17,
Yeah, and I'm
you
just
would
like,
know I'm
whoa.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all
we're
are,
different
bro. Like,
people, completely.
I just couldn't, bro. I just couldn't.
And the mind, like it has so much development to do in that 6 years.
The mind is mush at 17. It is.
It is.
It's mine's
it's
still
mush. It's peas.
Maybe, yeah,
that have been mashed.
now it's mush. Before it was just peas, bro. Who knows? But I just, yeah, bro. I don't know. I
And
can
look,
see why
she's
he's
been
worried.
lying. She said, everyone I've told, I've said that he's only 20.
Oh, he's only,
What do I do if it gets serious? Well, I can see
I wonder
from
if
my
she's
point
turning
of view.
18 soon, or if she's just turned 17. Like, is she 18 this year? I don't know.
What end of the
bro.
spectrum is she?
Yeah.
But still, 17.
17. It's not the best.
38. That's basically the age gap.
It's not the best situation at all, mate.
No. And she wanted to know our opinion, and that is it. That was our opinion.
Yeah.
One more for the show.
One more, the final one.
This one's funny. We're not showing the video because we agreed not to, but you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I love it.
Hey guys, love the Poddy. So my friend got his first ever hookup at Levers. Due to this, my other friend decided to video it. But as we
Standard.
videoed him, he proceeds to throw her through a table while making out with her. It's quite an embarrassing memory for him. My friend who was being recorded thinks that we are shipmates for recording and sending it to the group. Are we still shit blokes for recording it? Or is it just a funny, embarrassing memory for all of us?
I think it's funny. I think that's fair.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
This would be a golden moment
I would
from a
probably
golden time in
send
your
this
life.
in the group chat every 2-3 months. If this
You
was-
would.
Yeah.
You would. And I would laugh react to it
It
every
would-
time.
Bro, it's so good. I wish we could show it. We need permission.
It's amazing.
It's
we
so
do need
good.
permission.
It's so good. Like,
Even if I blur out the faces,
Yeah.
you can't see them
they
at all.
fully hook
but
it up,
it's just
and then he starts kind of making a move, and they literally fall onto a table.
what it is. He looks extremely drunk. It was weird because both of her hands were by the side.
He's putting all his weight into her, and then it's just bang, bro.
He just literally lands on top of her, flops
so-
onto her,
it's so
and they went
funny.
through a table like WWE.
I love it. It's actually amazing. I'm glad the mates were there to film it because that's priceless.
I'm glad we've got sent it because it's an
Same.
amazing story
Yeah.
from an amazing time. You know how we feel about levers.
Bro,
we love
it
that
doesn't
time
get
period.
better.
It was brilliant. And this bloke said, will I be hearing about this on Monday?
You
And
just have.
yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, also, this guy's just sent something in. What are your thoughts when people send videos of them vaping to you? It pisses me off and cringes me out, and I think for girls it's an ick.
It was funny when the year 7s were doing it, I'll tell you that.
you
That
found it
was
funny, didn't you?
hilarious, bro.
Oh, in the
the
fucking
toilet.
bathroom,
There's like
toilet.
12-year-olds, bro, with mullets.
Yeah.
But when people send
we've
them,
also just got
I don't
another
get
one
sent
sent
them.
in.
I don't get sent videos of vaping, so I'm not sure.
All right, just a question I have for the lads. My missus and I have been together for 7.5 years, and I'm massively punching. Have a look if you want.
Yeah, show me that.
I'm just
after.
gonna have a quick look. I don't think he's that bad of a. He's a decent looking bloke. I think he's just being modest.
So he's not massively punching.
No, not massively. Not
Send me a
massively.
screenshot.
Okay, right
I'll
now.
look on. I can look on Facebook on the laptop.
Coming through, and you can do the judging. So the first one, not
4
the greatest.
photos have arrived. Okay, let's have a look.
First one, not the greatest, but the other one's a bit better.
Okay.
What are your thoughts, Dylan?
I don't think he's massive. Like, she's pretty,
Yep,
but I don't think he's massively punching either.
correct.
Yeah.
That's the same way I was saying it.
Liked by Blake Pavey. Wow.
All right, and he goes, whenever she goes out with the girls, obviously she's a pretty girl, she's going to get hit on. She tells me every time it happens, and at first I was like, that's funny and all that, but lately it's been getting on my nerves. The question I have there is, would you want your missus telling you when she gets hit on, or to just not know at all? Obviously, no one wants a chick no one fancies, but at the
True.
same time, sometimes I just don't want to hear it. Cheers,
That's
boys.
a fact,
Love your
bro.
work.
You don't want a girl that no one fancies, no one rates. What's the point,
Facts.
right?
Facts. And it also is hard having a girl that is fancied by everyone.
Yeah, but it's just gonna. I
But
think
it's better having that relationship than the other.
it's better. It's always better to have nice things in life.
It is. And he wants the nice thing without that one side.
Well, I
effect.
guess it sounds like she's coming home and saying, "Oh my god, 5 guys hit on me. I got bought 3 drinks. They were 6'8".
Yeah.
So
And-
maybe we don't need
or-
details. I mean, whatever,
and
it's going to
been
happen.
built up.
Is
Indeed.
she trying to make him jealous? Maybe he's played on the punching thing too much, and she's thinking, "I'm way better than this bloke."
Potentially.
You know, maybe he's underdoing himself a lot here.
It
Who
definitely
knows,
could be the
bro?
case. Like he might be feeding that into her brain, saying
Yep.
like, "Oh, you're way better than me. You're
Yeah.
way prettier than."
He just
like,
keeps
you're-
going with
You're
it.
just
He
a
like
level above.
he just keeps digging the hole, bro.
Yeah, and then she comes home and says, "Oh yeah, 10
Now
guys
she's
came
thinking,
up
you
to
know
me
what? He is a
tonight."
piece of shit. Like, so I don't know.
So yeah, it's not ideal.
Change your perspective.
Yeah, she doesn't need to tell him every
No.
single detail,
No.
every single thing, because it is just going to infiltrate his mind.
Exactly.
It's not great. But yeah, I guess that's where we can leave it this week.
That's that, bro.
That's that. Appreciate everyone for listening. Thank you very much. Subscribe to us on all platforms, and we will see you next week. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.